she could run over a child live on TV, I'm going to vote for Kamala Harris. I'm never going to vote for Trump.
Make sure that doesn't have a plug in her ear so Obama can talk to her and walk her through the scenario.
I think I know who's going to lose. U.S. citizens.
What's going on, everyone? James Klug here. This Tuesday is the first presidential debate between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. So who do Americans think is going to win? Today we're going to find out. Let's go talk to some people. Tuesday, we have the debate between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. Who is going to win? Who do you think?
Kamala.
Huh?
Kamala by a lot.
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
Easy.
Donald Trump.
I think Donald Trump. I really believe it.
I think we all know.
Trump.
Trump is, what he needs to do is make sure that doesn't have a plug in her ear so Obama can talk to her and walk her through the scenario.
Can we be undecided?
No comment. You can be undecided. So it's up in the air. It's up in the air.
It's up in the air.
Based on the last debate, I wasn't super impressed with Joseph or Donald, and I don't expect to be very impressed with either of the candidates in this debate either.
And I think it's going to be generally a tie.
I think I know who's going to lose. U.S. citizens.
Having my elite skills of an 8th grade debate class, there's a lot of things that did not follow the standards of a productive debate. So I'm not expecting either to win, to be honest.
I'm definitely not in favor of Kamala Harris.
Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
The debate, I kind of worry about that. Look, I'm going to vote for Kamala Harris. She could run over a child live on TV. I'm going to vote for Kamala Harris. I'm never going to vote for Trump.
That's gnarly.
But the fact is, even though I think she'll make a good president, she's not a good candidate. If you remember from when she ran before, she tends to get real irritated with stuff she doesn't like. She's not real fast on her feet. Maybe she's better now. But live events, things like that, I don't know, man. I don't think she's going to do so well in the debate.
Why do you think that Donald Trump is going to win?
Well, because he's American. And if you guys aren't American, you shouldn't even be here. This is all about America.
He's more articulate. He knows his subjects better.
Donald Trump is like, I know what I'm doing. He's a businessman.
I think he's very articulate. I think he knows what he's talking about.
We want him to win because if he doesn't win and that crazy gets in office, she's a commie, by the way, this country is in the toilet. And what you're doing right now, you're not going to be able to do it because it's going to get cut off from you.
You know that Kamala has never, ever won anything? She was always picked for something.
Why Kamala?
Because she's way smarter.
Do you think it's going to be more personal attacks, or do you think they will discuss policy? How do you think it's going to go?
I'll tell you right now it's going to go. They're going to favor her. They're going to give her all the easy questions. They're going to interrupt him like they did last time. They're going to create chaos. But he's a smart man, and he's going to actually stop all that nonsense.
I would like to see him talk about policy, but I don't know how well she can. I haven't seen her do it.
Yeah, we haven't seen her talk about policy?
No, ever.
That could be a problem.
Yeah.
The way that you see it, you think it's going to go down like a 3 versus 1. That's how you see it.
Pretty much, yes. It's always going to be the Democrats against the Republicans. And remember, the Democrats run the media. They always have and they always will since the beginning. They've ran everything. That's why they control and manipulate every single thing that people see on TV.
They're great at spreading the lie and changing the narrative in their favor, and a lot of people tend to believe it.
I expect both will have certain things that the sides they're on are going to really agree with, and there's going to be things that people get really mad at.
It's going to be jobs, politics, civil. It's going to be everything in it.
Okay.
But
I wish they would focus on economic.
but they're not. They're not.
I think with just Joe Biden dropping out, Donald Trump had a super excellent opportunity to bring in a lot of really unifying points in the debate, and so I'm hoping he does that this time. That might be good. I hope both of them do, to be honest, and have a productive debate that we actually get somewhere and learn something as a public who are trying to decide who we want to vote for.
Do you think it is going to be jabs from both sides, Kamala and Trump, or do you think they're going to be discussing policy? What do you think?
I think it'll be both, but it'll lean toward jabs.
You don't need the jabs. You don't need the crap. You don't need all that stuff that goes along with it.
I think they can take jabs. She's got some more ammo for the jabs, I feel.
Don't do the jabs. Don't do the commie Kamala. You can't do that. Not in this. It's too important.
What do you want to see being discussed in the debate? What's important to you?
A little bit of a controlled Trump. We don't need to keep going about, how disgusting this person is or what a crook this person is.
Right.
We all get that. Let's just, stay on topic and watch them, calmly annihilate Kamala Harris.
I want to see a few of these from Trump. I want to see a few of these. Some hand gestures, yeah. Some of the fingers, some pointing.
Right.
I think that's all we need to see.
When the hand gestures are coming out, he's dropping some bombs.
If he can keep it smooth, I think if he can stick with the facts and stick with his own policies, you don't need to call her every name in the book or Biden when all you have to tell is the truth. What has she done in the last 4 years that she wants to do now? Oh, she's going to fix it once she's president. She can go in tomorrow on Monday morning and make changes, key changes, anytime she wants. Is she doing it? No.
Trump will push it towards the border because that's what he's got. And then Kamala will push it to anything else, really. Anything else, she's fine. The border, she is pretty weak. So,
How about the economy?
well, the economy's tough, man. The economy's really good. But people still say that it's not. People always say that it's not. You have a look on your face. You don't think the economy's good.
For the overwhelming majority of people, you have gas, you have groceries, you have electricity, you have energy, you have rent, you have homes. All of these things have skyrocketed. So when it comes to that, the average person that I would speak with, it's a problem for them.
Dude, I never had anything for free. Never. I work so hard. I pay so much money in taxes.
The unfortunate part about energy is if energy is skyrocketed, that affects everything. That affects construction, that affects every industry. So when you have business owners that we're paying, let's say $2 for XYZ or per, whatever you want, just say, something. Now it's $4, now it's $5. And so a lot of those expenses have affected the entire country when it comes to real wages being down for your average American and certainly for your average family, they're still down. Which that has been a major criticism. But in your view, do you think that, because we can table the economy, do you think that the border crisis was much more glaring of an issue that is pinned to Kamala Harris? What do you think?
I think it doesn't help that Biden put her in charge of the border early on because people remember that, and she didn't really do very much.
She has been the last person in the room over the last 3.5+ years.
I don't think her being in charge of the border helps her, but I also really don't blame her. As a person, I don't blame her. I don't know what she could have done, really.
I mean, she's had 4 years to show something she could do, and she hasn't shown anything.
She's been vice president for the last 3.5 years. What accomplishments do you think she has going into that
You can
that
say
are going
that about every vice president. What did that vice president do? What did that vice president do?
What do you think she can grab onto? Because there's been a couple things that have happened over the last few years. She has been very involved compared to previous vice presidents. Do you see anything that she can go grab onto for this debate to use against Donald Trump? Being like, hey, I've already been in charge,
Yeah, I mean, I don't really follow what the vice president's accomplishments are most of the time. But, I feel she's prepared to step up and be the president a lot more than Trump.
When it comes to, you've heard a lot of talk about this recently, right? How Kamala Harris, there was a honeymoon phase during her campaign. It's dwindling. Do you think that this debate is going to help or hurt her?
It's going to hurt her. As long as he checks and makes sure she's not cheating with the earpiece in, she's a dumbass.
I think it's probably going to hurt her.
Well, I hope it helps her, but I worry that it's going to hurt her.
I think it could help her a little bit. I hate to say that, but I really think it will.
She's quick thinking, and if she hopefully has all the information and he hasn't tried too hard to study for it, so hopefully she'll come up strong and it'll sway the rest.
She's not going to be able to handle or answer any of those questions that he's going to pile on her. I guarantee it. He's going to give her all kinds of questions. Going to dig into her past, all the communism, the guys she's dated.
She hasn't done a live interview or anything since she took over for Joe Biden. So this is kind of the big question. Is this going to help or hurt her? What do you think?
From my personal opinion, I think it's probably going to hurt her. I think people haven't had a chance to see who she is really, like you're saying. And this is, again, speaking from my personal opinion on her as a candidate. I think some people who are uninformed about who she is and what she stands for are going to see it for sure this time. And I think I think, in my opinion, that is going to hurt her.
If she does well, then it'll help her. I don't think people really care. I really don't think people care.
Would you like to see Kamala Harris be more transparent about her policy positions during this debate?
It's hard to say. I mean, Trump's done the same thing. I mean, you can't spell out every little thing that's going on in there. That would take too much time. But
the reason I'm asking that is because Trump's policy platform's on his website. Kamala's isn't right now. So would you like to see her be a little bit more transparent about that?
Of course I would. Of course. But I haven't gotten that far into that.
If he can stay on target and not start talking about fake electors and all this other stuff that he does, unfortunately, not unfortunately, I don't think he can do that. I think that's what he'll do. I think him acting like him is what's going to help Kamala, really.
Well, it's interesting they bring that up. It was certainly noticeable that Trump wasn't acting very Trump in that previous debate with Joe Biden. He was letting Joe Biden speak. We'll see if he is disciplined again in this debate.
If she can come out and really stick with her own policies and actually explain her policies, I think she could do okay. Do I still want her for president? Oh, hell no. Not even close.
I feel like the point of a presidential debate isn't to have a clear winner and loser, but for the public to learn what each one stands for and who they think is more fit to take the office of president. And that's why I don't know who's going to win, but I feel like they both lose if they go more for jabs than actually giving us opportunity to understand what they stand for, who they are, their policies, etc.
I think Kamala, she's going to get the first half. I think it's going to be a close one first half, but I think Trump's very much a long-term kind of guy. I think he's going to finish off strong. He's going to finish off hard. He's going to strike. He's going to get all up in there, and it's going to be a good debate.
All right, everyone, that is it for today. So we had a ton of mixed responses, and certainly one of the most common responses that we got was people saying that Donald Trump needs to rein it in and focus on policy. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to smash that like button. Make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and hit that bell notification button so you're notified next to my post. I'll catch you all in the next video.
You guys, let's take a few moments to talk about my good friends over at Allegiance Gold. Now, as we close in on the election, it's really no surprise that Donald Trump is gaining support among all Americans, especially the working class. While many Americans are struggling, the Biden administration continues to attempt to gaslight the American people, saying that the economy has never been better, and we all know that our country is facing challenges. Among those is inflation, rising debt, and rising uncertainty in the markets. There's a reason why so many of you guys watching have invested in gold, because it stands on its own as a beacon of stability, and also over the last 5 years has almost doubled in value. Allegiance Gold has done things the right way from the beginning, so it's really no coincidence that they've earned the highest trust ratings in the precious metals industry. They have 5 stars with TrustLink and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. They can help protect your IRA or 401k with physical gold and silver, or if you prefer, you can have it delivered securely to your doorstep. And here's the best part, you guys. Right now, get up to $5,000 in free silver on a qualifying investment when you visit protectwithklug.com or call 866-335-KLUG. Make sure you are protecting your financial future today. Visit protectwithklug.com. That is protectwithklug.com or call 866-335-KLUG. I'll put a link down in the description below.
Comment who's going to win the debate. Thank you for your feedback. Appreciate you.